Hello and welcome to another step-by-step video. This fly is what I am calling the Purple Haze Diawl Bach. This is a variation of the Diawl Bach pattern. I have using a Celtic Supreme size 12. This is a regular wire, regular length hook. This is a 7029T. For the thread, I am using a Flymaster wax thread. This is a small floss in black. For the tail, I have substituted in the brown for a black Hackle fibers. For a ribbing material, I am using some Holoshimmer. I picked this up at a fabric store. It's pretty tough material. And for the body, where it gets its name, I am using purple Osterige, and I am using Peacock herl tied in there. And for the cheeks, I am using a Mirage tinsel medium opal UTC, and I'm also using that same black Hackle for the beard. So we'll get this fly out and get a blank hook in. There you go. And like all good flies, they begin but with a single wrap of thread. Get your thread in there. You'll work it towards the bend of the hook. And we'll park that right there. Hackle fibers, go ahead and coax them down perpendicular to the stem. And you will kind of tweak and bend the stem of the hook, get those fibers to line up the tips, and with a quick yank and a firm grip, go ahead and just strip those all off. And for a tail length, I'm going 1 hook's length. Okay, we're going to do 1 soft wrap, another tight wrap to lock it down. Beautiful. I like to take my thread, just bring that forward, let those fibers fall back down, and I will do that same lockdown procedure. Beautiful. Alright, and while we are up front, we will take our Holoshimmer and we will tie that in. I put this onto a small spool. I like to work off of bobbins. I think things work out a lot easier than messing with it by hand all the time. We'll tie this all the way in along the shank all the way back to the bend where we tied in our tail. And run your thread forward again up towards the eye, and this is where we'll tie in our body. 1 strand of peacock and 1 strand of the ostrich. Tie in these tips. And work those all the way back towards the bend as well. I'm running everything up the full length of the body just so there's a uniformity to its size. And when I palmer on these two, I'm not using hackle pliers. I want to feel the tension, and I don't want to spin these two fibers against each other. I want them to stack one in front of the other. Be mindful of the tip of that hook. Just guide it around. And ideally I can get both of the peacock and the ostrich to stick through. The ostrich fibers are just a little bit longer. I want to take this all the way up front. almost. There we go. Okay, we'll lock this off up front. It's a very beautiful thing. I really like the way the purple and the ostrich, or the peacock and the ostrich, work together. Alright, you're going to do counter wraps. So whatever direction you wrapped your body material, you will want to wrap this in the opposite direction. Do one full wrap there on the back side. And we'll do nice, even spacing on the ribbing. And that really helps that, I'll space this out just a little bit more. Really helps the fuzzy material to really pop out on its own. I think it really gives it a nice look. So yeah, this is the variation. I added the purple ostrich there. Here we go. Trim off our extra, and we will get more black hackle fibers here for the beard. Again, line up those tips, bend that feather over, and with a firm and steady pull, line these up a hook's length on the underside. The beginners, you might want to just take your hook out of the vise and flip it over up top. If you have a rotary, that's when you use that fancy rotary feature. But with enough practice, you can just tie it in on bottom. Get that locked in there nice and tight. And trim off your extra. And now to tie in the cheek, this is that Mirage tinsel. Go ahead and just line this up on the side. I take it a little bit longer because I'm going to come back and I'm going to trim it. Give it a little angle on the cut. You want to make sure those are locked down nice and tight. And same thing on the far side. So this has a natural bend to it from it coming off of the spool. I have it turned in when I tie it on. And trim off your extra nice and close, and we will do a small head up here on the front. Not much. I think it's big enough already. We'll do a nice whip finish. And we'll trim off our thread. While my scissors are in hand, this is where I'll come through and do that angle cut on the cheeks. And just make it a little bit longer on the top side than on the bottom side. Alright, gonna add some secret sauce here, good old Sally Hansen's. And what I did is I trimmed off half of my brush. And one little drop, those threads will soak that all in. So that is the Purple Haze Diawl Bach on a size 12. there you have it, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this video was a little slow for you, check out my fast forward fly video series, and be sure to click subscribe and give me that almighty and powerful thumbs up. Thank you for tuning in. Happy tying and tight lines.